Superstitions. These mountains have become a beacon for adventurers in search of gold. People from around the world come to Arizona to visit these fabled mountains. Arizona may seem like a desolate wasteland. However, there are many myths and legends from the Old West that we have to offer. There are many speculations surrounding these mountains, one of the most famous ones being that of the lost Dutchman's gold mine. Over the years, it has been led to believe that a mine chock full of rich gold is back in that unforgiving landscape. A man named Jacob Waltz was the Dutchman. He was the one to have gone out and come back with saddlebags full of gold. Everybody wondered, how was he able to gather so much gold? And where was he finding it? But he never gave anybody a hint or clue as to where it could be found. Many people have searched for this gold far and wide, covering almost every square inch of those superstition mountains. Yet, we're still unable to find it. Some didn't return from their adventures. Some believe those people were attacked or missing because they had gotten too close to the mine's location, and somebody didn't want that secret to get out. Over the years, there have been many cases of people missing only to be found dead later on. Even people just driving around, they've been shot and killed. It is something that truly chills a person to the bone, and it almost makes the mountain seem cursed. As a matter of fact, the Apache Indians believe that the mountain is cursed. They believe Superstition Mountains is home to their thunder god. Now, a long time ago, in the 1540s, Spanish conquistadors came to Arizona in search for gold. Now, after capturing some Apache Indians, they learned that the mountains did hold gold. The Spanish conquistadors searched and searched for it. But as they went along, one by one, their men started to die off. They eventually fled out of fear for the cursed lands. Now let's fast forward to 1748. A man named Don Miguel Peralta took ownership of the superstitions and some 3,750 square miles of what is now Arizona. Don Miguel had many silver mines as well as a rich gold mine in the superstitions. For the next century, the Peralta family kept their mining trips to a minimum only because they didn't want to upset the Apache Indians who stood close by watching. In 1846, some descendants of Miguel Peralta were scared to return to Arizona in fear of the curse. However, one man, Pedro Peralta, was not afraid, and he went back for more gold. Him and his crew ventured off to the mine, and as they packed up all of the mules full of gold, they were attacked by the Apache Indians. The mules scattered all of the gold throughout the massacre. There was said to have been at least $37,000 worth of gold that was spilt. They never ventured back into those mountains again. In the 1870s, Jacob Waltz made his appearance in Arizona. Jacob had allegedly befriended one of the Peralta heirs and was told the location of the gold mine. Now, starting off, Jacob had a partner whose name was Jacob Weiser, who eventually, some say, got killed by the Apache, or as others believe, Waltz had done the killing. Now, every time Waltz would come down from the mountains to pay for more supplies, he never made any claims surrounding the gold or where he had gotten it from. People found this rather odd and would follow Jacob out into the Arizona heat. Those who followed Jacob were lost or never to be heard from again. Now, many wondered if Jacob was ever caught by Indians or tortured by them, because he would come back to town with scars and wounds, and he told them that it was from his mining adventures. Well, as peculiar as that is, they believe that the people who went back there had damaged him, but he ended up killing them instead. For the next 10 years, Jacob would appear in Phoenix with saddlebags full of gold. Now, in the spring of 1891, Jacob was caught up in a flash flood from the Salt River. He was stuck up in a tree for the better part of 2 days and had taken on a chill. Luckily, 2 men, Herman and Reinhard Petrasch, came and rescued him. They passed him along to a nurse named Julia Thomas. She did the best she could to help him, but he had contracted pneumonia and was going to die. Lead them to the mine's location, where riches beyond their wildest dreams would lie in wait. Now, these 3 would spend the rest of their lives trying to find that mine, but were unable to do so. As the years roll on, hints became myths, and myths became legends. This story growing so wildly and flamboyant that it is truly hard to tell what is real and what is fake. Man, people have done everything in their power to stop anyone from finding this mine. One case like this happened in the 1960s. A man heard a rumor that Weaver's needle would point out the location of the mine at a certain time of day, at a certain time of the year. Knowing this, and being so sure of himself, he went up to the top with bags full of dynamite. He blew up the top portion of Weaver's needle, and was later arrested for doing so. He didn't know the true location of the mine. But now that he's done that, no one is able to find the mine. So, let it be known that the Superstition Mountains are an unforgiven mistress to those who wish to prod and poke around for that rich gold.